around. Oh no, looky here. Pig Newton has found him a mouthful of hay to help go make him a bed. He's always done that. That is one really unique thing about him that he's always done, is made him beds. He likes to have a bed. Oh man, how come you guys don't go into your shelter? I wonder why they won't go into their shelter. They have a, well, you know what it is. They've never in their life had a shelter, y'all. They've never had a shelter, and now they have one, and they're not even using it because they're so used to going under a tree and being okay. Annie has taken center stage inside that shelter over there. There's a few goats around in there with her. The tractor's fine, y'all. Don't worry with the tractor. I actually could use the bath. As long as you have the, guys. That's Roxy. And Roxy has chosen not to get out of the rain. And there has to be a reason why Roxy has chosen not to leave the rain. Friends, I'm about to show y'all something. There's a reason why Roxy has not left this spot and gone inside. How much do y'all want to bet I know what that reason is? Oh my gosh, you know what? Low pressure system. Roxy is about to give birth, y'all. Oh my goodness gracious, we're gonna My friends, believe it or not, this is a pleasant sight. We have a little storm blowing in. I know it sounds crazy to say that we actually want rain, being that it was only a month ago and we were sitting here talking daily about how much rain and this and that with rain, and our spillway had collapsed and rained this and rained that. But with this Texas heat, and I understand that you're all struggling with heat, look how dry the yard is already in only a month. Okay, let's just say about a month and a half with no rain, or very little rain, just minimal rain. And when I say minimal, I mean maybe just 1/10 of an inch here or there. It doesn't take long for things to start drying up around here, and especially in this Texas heat. So I'm going to walk over now and go ahead and turn off the sprinklers that we have onto the sod and let Mother Nature help us out the rest of the day. Kind of give my well a little bit of a break. I feel like that thing has run continually every day. Oh, and this is kind of gross too. Looky here. So the wind coming out of the north, has pushed all of that green algae down the pond, and it extends the entire length of that thing. And that's my own fault. You know why? Because Jamie sent me to the store, Tractor Supply, to buy the chemical to treat it. What you do is you wait until all of that green stuff has blown down to one end, and you walk out with your pump sprayer and you just spray the top of it. And it's very, very simple. Well, for the last week, I've had the stuff. The wind has been blowing out of the south, so it's pushed all that green stuff this one corner right over here. It was right there for the entire week. But what I did not have was time. I never had the time, so I never came out and took the time to do it. Tat, why are you walking over here like that? He's just maybe curious about what I'm doing. Okay, nothing wrong with being curious. But now, as you can see, that green has pushed. Now listen, this is not slime. When I said slime, that sounds horrible. A lot of this is still pollen, friends. It's pollen from trees. You can see for yourselves, our pond is not slimy. And I probably had a really poor word choice there, because you're all thinking, a slimy pond? I would never let my animals near a slimy pond. well, it's nasty. We don't like it, but a lot of that's just pollen out of the trees and leaves and everything else. And that wind pushing so hard down through here has pushed it all along this side right here. What in the world is that? Do y'all see something swimming across this pond? I hope that's a turtle, not a couple of snakes. It's a darn snake, y'all. That's a darn snake. If you don't like snakes, cover your eyes. I don't have nothing to... I cannot send that snake to the by and by right now. But that is absolutely a snake. About to come up out of that water. Let's have a peek at it. It's a little grass snake. It's not a copperhead or a moccasin. No, it's a moccasin. It's a moccasin. Okay, well, it's a moccasin. It's a little one, but it is a moccasin. And we don't like snakes in our pond. There he goes. So what I'll do is I will come back later, not now. And we will have to send him to the sweet by and by. All right, so what was I doing again? I was walking out to turn off the sprinkler and let Mother Nature help us out a little bit. Isn't it funny how fast things can distract people when you're on a mission to do something, and then you get sidetracked so easily? I know I do. Yeah, you know what's crazy is after the rains had stopped, let me turn this off before I forget. I should do what Jason at Cog Hill does and get me some arm bracelets to put around things to help me remember what I'm doing. That's what I should do. Jason over at Cog Hill talks about that he uses little wristbands to take off and put on things here and there so he doesn't forget stuff, leave the water running, different things that he does around his farm. And those bracelets help him remember. I've never done that. But I'll tell you what, I should start. Yeah, if I was to come out with that pump sprayer on a day that it's not very windy, I could take the canoe, the kayak, or if it's close enough, just walk right along the edge and just spray it. Now, it's not going to do a lot for the pollen, but any of that might be kind of an algae or something growing, it will knock that out right away. And of course, if you guys don't know, I'll go ahead and say this and I'll let you go as far as this portion of the video. But if you don't know, there's a 3-step treatment to your ponds. Step 1 is you have to drop them crystals off along the bottom. You got to get out in there, guys, or you got to have a nice arm to toss these crystals across the bottom of the entire pond. And they will eat up the algae from the bottom. And then you have to put that coloring into your pond. You can choose the color. We like this color here. And you put that coloring into your pond, and that will help the sun. It'll help block the sun from going down and helping that algae grow. And then, oh, look at the wind. Look at the wind, how it's going to blow all that algae right to me. The wind has shifted now from the north. Now it's out of the west, and it's pushing all of this. It's pushing all this right to me. But you can't do it right before it rains, y'all. You can't do it right before it rains. The rain will dilute it. So that's why I'm not running up now and grab me a pump sprayer. But I am going to run up and get out of this rain. Anyway, here's the sod. Everything's looking great over here. So, all right, let's move on. You guys got a little bit of a break from the heat. I'll tell you what, this breeze feels wonderful. I mean, it feels really, really wonderful. And then, of course, those drops of rain, woo-wee, they're actually kind of cold. It is. When you've been dealing with 100 degrees all day, and then you turn around and you start getting pelted with rain drops, it's kind of cold. That's okay, though. I know these babies feel good. Y'all feel good, don't you? Carl, you need to just hush it up. Trudy, if you don't mind, could I walk in here and have a quick peek at Roxy, please? I want to have me a quick peek at Roxy, okay? Hey, sweetie, you okay? I can't believe you're out here in the rain, but I understand why. I totally get it. So we're gonna stick her on the backside over here, have a peek at her. So tail down. I want you to notice all of this bulging. Baby, you're fine, she's sweet. No, 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 don't get up. Notice all of the bulging right there. You okay, sweetie? Let me love on you. Whoa, oh my gosh. Guys, Roxy gonna have a baby, and that baby's gonna come any minute now. Sweetie, Trudy, we messed Roxy up. She had her whole game plan later. She had a whole game plan, and then we walked up and messed her up. Roxy will have a baby by morning, y'all. Mark my words. Sweetie, what's wrong? Why are you chasing me? I didn't bring any food. I didn't bring no food. All right, so the only problem right now is that, well, because of me, I ended up getting too close and messing her up. But Roxy ran inside the same loafing shed as, look at all the nonsense happening. See, when they have all this going on in there, Beverly's in there with Annie, Indy, I think I see Ringo, there's at least one pig, other goats. And when they all get in there messing around, oh, there's Lenny, then bad things can happen. Roxy can get stepped on. And we don't want that to happen. So oh no, see, this is not good. So if I can get Roxy to go to the other pasture over here, I'll go in there and lock her in so that she'll be away from the goats and the pigs. Or if I can get the donkeys to leave, that would be even better. I can lock them out. Let Roxy just have a place to go with this baby she's about to have. I know how much y'all hate cliffhangers. So you cannot get over there and squeeze shoot that baby out, y'all. So it's a cliffhanger. But if you'll check back, tomorrow we'll be bringing you a video with a beautiful baby goat. I'm sorry, why are you mad at me for? I'm not God, okay? Sorry to let you all down. Thank y'all for watching our video. We love you so very much. We're blessed to have you. And thank you, Lord, for the rain. I hope that you, wherever you're at, can also find some relief from the heat and all the things that Mother Nature's throwing at us. Of course, there's half of y'all watching the video who are also dealing with lots of rain and maybe sometimes too much rain. So it's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy the way, depending on where we're all at, the things that our needs and our asks, our wants. And poor God, you ever imagine God having to hear all these prayers and like, how overwhelmed would that guy be, huh? Y'all heard about Roxy, huh? She's gonna have her baby. Just a couple days after her brother passes away, she can have a baby. Isn't that the craziest thing? We lose Chip, and then his sister Roxy brings us some new life. That's kind of exciting, ain't it, sweetie? A little bit exciting? I'm excited. And I'm also excited about this beautiful rain. There's a lot of things that makes me happy right now.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, what